Hi everyone. Today I'm reflecting on a real experience where I expected workplace aggression and analyzing it using organizational behavior concepts. So last year I was in a leadership position in my sorority, Alpha Chi Omega, and during a stressful event planning period, another executive member actually publicly criticized me in front of the team. The comments weren't very constructive, but rather dismissive of my hard work and implied that I wasn't competent in my role. It wasn't physical aggression, obviously, but it definitely fits what we have been learning about workplace aggression, specifically verbal hostility and social undermining. Um, Using course theory, I think this happened because of role ambiguity and stress. We didn't have clearly defined responsibilities, and according to the OB stress model, high demands combined with low clarity increase emotional stress. There was also likely a perception of inequity. Maybe she felt that she was contributing more than others, which ties into equity theory as well. When people perceive imbalance, they sometimes respond with hostility rather than communication, which in a stressful environment is totally reasonable. Emotionally, I definitely felt embarrassed and defensive in the moment, but afterward, I felt frustrated and undervalued. According to effective events theory, workplace events trigger emotional reactions that influence attitudes and behaviors. And I noticed that my motivation dropped temporarily and I avoided collaboration with that person, which shows how aggression can reduce team cohesion and organizational commitment. In terms of how it was handled, it honestly wasn't addressed very directly, but instead I tried to move past it and leadership didn't intervene. From an OB perspective, that allowed a norm of inclivity and linger. What should have happened is a structured conflict resolution conversation using interest based communication. A leader could have clarified rules, reinforced psychological safety, and set norms for respectful feedback. But looking back, I also could have used assertive communication, and addressing the behavior privately instead of internalizing it was probably the right way to go. Research shows that early intervention prevents escalation and reduces counterproductive work behaviors. Overall, this experience showed me how unmanaged stress, unclear rules, and a lack of psychological safety can quickly turn into workplace aggression, and how important proactive leadership is in shaping a healthy organizational climate. Thank you.